All right, everybody. Forgive the format here. I don't make videos normally, but I could not find this information anywhere. So I am out here, obviously in the wind. So excuse the audio. Just trying to let people know what we're doing. Working on a 2003 2.4 liter Honda CRV. We have a VTEC problem. The VTEC is throwing a P1259 code and would not go away. So at this point we have cleaned every screen that could be clogged up. We've replaced the entire VTEC module that is down there on the back of the engine. You can kind of see it poking out right here. And still have the same problem. We've flushed the engine with a can of seafoam. We've changed the oil, put the manufacturer recommended oil back in, still throw a P1259 code. So went on a quest to jump out the VTEC system, and so we ran some wires inside. Tried a couple different things. We now have the harness for the VTEC system all unplugged and pulled up to the top of the vehicle. And so what we are going to do, and what we found to be the fix, this is the connector that goes into the pressure switch, not the engine oil pressure switch, but the VTEC oil pressure switch. And so we are going to take that and we're going to unplug it. We're going to take the blue wire, and the ECM is looking for 12 volts on the blue wire, which tells it that it sees VTEC pressure. And we are going to run a jumper over from the green and yellow wire here, which is the 12 volts coming in to for the VTEC solenoid. And so when the ECM sends 12 volts to turn on the VTEC solenoid, it's going to receive a 12 volt confirmation from this wire, because it sent it and it will just receive it back. So we're essentially jumping out the oil pressure switch, which should, if I'm correct in my thinking, it should still allow the VTEC to function. It just will not confirm that the VTEC is functioning. So if the VTEC would quit working, I would never know, but it's okay, because if we couldn't get this fixed, it was going to go to the junkyard, because the engine kept going into limp mode, and the engine would kill out at 3,000 RPMs. The code would come on, and it would stay there, so you couldn't go over 3,000 RPMs, and it would bump out. So for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds, and then it would rev back up again for you, but made it totally undrivable. So we're going to see if this fixes it. I'll try and give you another shot of what we come up with here on the wiring before we're done. All right. So this is the plug right here that is going into the VTEC solenoid. And so we put this three-way or splitter on the green and yellow wire, and we brought in the blue wire from these two wires were going to the oil pressure sensor for the VTEC. So we capped off the brown and yellow. The blue wire, blue and black line wire, gets wide into the green one. And I'm going to wrap this up with some electrical tape, try and make it look pretty, and then fish our wiring harness back down, hook everything back up, and see where we end up. All right, so we've got everything hooked back up. The wires ran. There's the VTEC down there. You can see there's no connector plugged into the pressure sensor on it. And we're going to crank it up and take it for a test drive. But I'm pretty sure that got the problem fixed. and we weren't able to find any other way to do it. So hopefully this helps somebody, and sorry for the horrible video and bad format.